Last time on Unforgiving Sands, you lot ended up inside the Sultan's palace. Well, I mean, Sultan's vacation house, more like it. So, you guys ended up there, rumble and tumbling, stole some people's jobs. You got a job, which is finding the tomb of Khem-hotep, who is the Master of Rivers, Grand Vizier of the Foina, etc., etc. Many, many titles like the Egyptians loved to do. However, this guy's tomb was lost in the sands long ago, and your task is to find it. Roughly around, you're only sure about of like 100 confirmed adventurers went out there and never came back. The 100,000 strong legion is a bit of a myth. It just happened that those guys got lost.
they just out there. They just looking.
You all went with Abkhan Mustif, the illuminated Grand General of the Zamirtan army, to the fort, which I have to look at the map. Yeah. Zasosiris, you went to that fort, and now you are there. You have gotten your magical equipment. You're on the edge of the dunes. Basically, like that region with the river there, with Aliklak and Baktumish, is like hills and stuff. It's like some hilly area, and over those hills, the desert starts, and the fort is situated exactly like on a hill through a passage that goes in between some hills that gives access to the Zamirtan living areas where people actually tend to live. So, that's where you guys find yourselves. The fort is kind of lightly manned. There's like 5 people there, and they're all playing cards or getting drunk or having a woman over from like one of the nearby cities.
What are they defending from?
That's the point. That's why there's so little, such a small garrison.
A fucking real periphery here, isn't it?
There are forts scattered throughout the desert. There's some like this. This fort does look like it's an ancient ruin, that was repurposed into a fortification.
Ooh.
And all of you have
stuff.
All of you have spent the night. It's been garrisoned. It's been cleaned out. It's not anything special. Like the basement is this armory with a bunch of stuff. But basically, like you guys have rested. You've had a nice time. And in the morning, the primary officer of the fort, in his breeches, not overalls, like fucking suspenders on, just a casual shirt, a beard and a turban. He kind of walks up to you guys as you all wake up and file in order. It's like he has a clipboard, a crude clipboard. I mean, so he comes up to all of you. He's like. Goes down, starts reading off the list. So we're gonna start introducing ourselves. I'm gonna go first. I'm Game Master. So, I am Andrew. I'm the Game Master of this campaign, the Dungeon Master, whatever you want to call me. I've run stuff in the past, and I'm running stuff again. Who could have guessed? And today, alongside me, we have... Sun. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Sun, and I'm playing a fighter sorcerer character that goes by the name of Said Umar. Short backstory and a brief introduction. An old man of the sand, a former mercenary with an unlikely past. He's now here in the sand for a new goal, a new mission in life after several misfortune that went along in his mission and his operation that went terribly wrong, and now he's here with the group for a reason. And yeah, that's about it.
The officer looks you up and down, he nods, and he moves along, and he looks up at this big golden dragonborn, and he kind of nods at him.
My name is Alistair. I'm playing yet another dragonborn who is a wizard cleric, Imhotep Garmaht. He is, well, put simply, he's actually just a banker. He really got dragged into this, didn't he? He's a wise old man, Though, well, he's a little bit of a confusing character for the moment. He's usually calm and collected, wise beyond his years, and he mainly came here on his own accords to kind of investigate the desert himself, since he came from this desert many, many, many years ago. But he got swept up into all of this nonsense, and, well, as a banker, gold is gold, and it's probably better to do this with a group rather than by himself. So now he's here.
The officer nods and he moves along the line. Now looking at this very short person with a very big sword.
I'm Dubiel, also known as Dub, and I'm playing Archibald, Percival Jonah, a quite infamous noble that is on a quest to gain a golden plaque, and I'm not coming back without one.
Lovely. He goes along the list to this now quite, in contrast, taller gentleman with with a very small bowler hat. Looks up at him.
I'm just one, otherwise known as One or Just, and definitely not an MI6 agent in disguise. But other than that, I am playing John Featherbottom, third cousin 3, 4, or 5 times removed from Archibald Featherbottom. I am a barbarian/monk, which means I am very good at hitting things with massive, meaty hands. And quite honestly, my fella, he's a lovely guy once you get to know him. He's massive, he's built like a house on 2 legs, but he's here for fun, mostly, and to prove his cousin right, get that golden plaque, and possibly, maybe, quite definitely, steal some very, very old and important artifacts to this native land. So we can put them, not in a museum, but in our houses, where they will stand the test of time.
The officer nods. He likes the cut of the jib of this guy, and he moves along the line again, and he looks a bit odd at this odd individual, to put it lightly. He looks a bit misplaced where he is currently, but that doesn't give it much mind.
Hola, me llamo Gid, and I play as Alejandro Hidalgo José María de Díaz, human fighter, a gunslinger from Mexico. And I mean Mexico, from capital y Earth, Mexico. How he got here? What is his story? And what is he going to do is all a mystery. If you ask him, how the hell did you end up here? The official answer is, I don't know, hombre. I was too drunk when it happened.
Lovely. And finally, last but not least, the officer moves to this snake person, to this snake folk, and nods at them to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Eel, and I am playing Shiva Al-lasfasid, also known as Thistle Rotten Child. And my character is a rogue bard, and they are scum of the earth. They're a dirty thief. Not much else to say.
The officer, looks at the paper, crosses the last name out. It's like, alright, all of you are here. I'll be gone, away from my fort. Go away. I don't want you here anymore. Fuck off.
Wow, how quite rude. Honestly, some people.
And he writes on his notebook the time at which you people are supposed to leave and the date, and he shoos you on out. Gives you what supplies he can spare, and shuts the door of the fort.
A question in regards to supplies. Does this include the basic supplies that a character is supposed to get? Like starting equipment?
You have like each one of you has a bedroll. You all have rations for 3 days individually. Like all of you get to survive 3 days on rations, and like you have like shared amongst yourselves. I would say like 2 big tents that 3 of you each can sleep in.
Oh, and we've got our tent, the Featherbottom tent.
Actually, if you have your Featherbottom tent, then he only gives you 1 big tent.
Kind. Can I perchance go purchase a tent for myself?
You would have like I mean you could bribe the guy to give you another tent.
What, are there no merchants here?
By this fort? No, not really. It's backwater pretty much. Like, if you look at the
Fucking
map,
tumbleweed rolls by.
it's pretty out there. Like the nearest village would be like a close call between Al-Bayriu and Maida. And those are like close to like civilization. This fort is like the like the last thing of humanity before the Great Desert.
So undignified. But
Alejandro
could-
has his own tent too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, in the saddlebag. I didn't know that we were going to get starting supplies, so I stocked up on desert exploration a bit.
No, that's fine then. So I guess 1 large tent for 3 people in Dragonborn, Said, and Shiva.
Nice.
At least the tenting situation won't be awkward.
Alright, so we're walking, or do we have like some sort of a transportation or something?
Did they give us fuck camels?
I have
You
both.
are walking, my friend, for Featherbottom self-procured form of transport.
So as far as anybody's aware, Archibald has a camel and Alejandro has a horse. That's your only mode of transportation.
We gotta find some horses.
I was gonna say, is there anything that we can get from this fort?
The fort has already given you what most it could. You could steal horses. They have some horses in the stables. They're guarded by a
Not gonna
guy.
steal horses.
You think we are?
Anything more you want to take? You either gotta bribe somebody or you gotta kill somebody.
There's no merchants here.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, you could wait for a caravan to come passing through. They might be heading south.
Yeah, it might be taking
Like-
3 weeks, but you know.
We could ask personnel of the garrison where possibly the best village is. You know, the closest and the best. You know, the one with the best commerce.
We have 2 villages close to us. Okay, make it 3. Maid, Al-Bakhri, and Bahala.
Yeah, but that's on the other side of the mountains, and we'd basically be going backwards.
Yeah, so Al-Bakhri and Bahala. Those are 2 villages.
I thought we agreed to go to one of the tombs first.
Yes, we agreed to
Yeah.
one of the tombs.
We can go straight for the Tomb of Tiak in the 5th.
We could, but do we have supplies to do so?
I mean, yes, we have our starting supplies.
But
For
from
3
then on out,
days. Yes, are we going to starve?
we get to the tomb, let's be honest, ransack it.
Yeah, break the fucking
After
door down.
then, where to? You know. Wouldn't it make sense to go to a village, stock up now, get you rides, get ammo, whatnot, and then go make, you know, on a goose chase around the desert now that we stocked up and what?
Okay, which village do we want to go to then?
I think Valhalla is going to be the best because it's the closest to
Yeah.
any other tomb.
Not only that, but it's in the middle of the desert. We might even get some info on where we need.
We could ask soldiers if there are any points of interest in either of these villages and simply go to the more interesting one.
Yeah, if you see the tomb we're looking for, guys, you know, big pyramid thing. Be very helpful if you have.
So what have you lads decided to do?
We're going to one of the villages.
Before we decide, I'd like to ask the troops if they know anything about villages in Al-Bakr.
Okay, so you go up to like the stable master, and you like ask him like, "Hey, what's some local thing? Like, well, have you heard any rumors lately?" And
Skyrim
Oh,
dialogue.
I did a thing with NPCs here.
and he basically tells you like, "Oh, I heard that in Bahala there's some odd thing going on with the oasis there. Apparently, some monk of the cave is keeping it all up or something. I don't know. And as far as all Beirut goes, I heard there's some river bandit trouble over there, but not much I could assist with when I was there. They called us a few times, but every time we got there was nobody. Everybody was just in a big heap of panic about river pirates or something."
River pirates. That sounds odd.
So, my fellow compatriots, shall we deal with a likely insane monk or pirates?
Likely insane monk, I would say.
You see Imhotep's like kind of like drumming his talons together. It's like, I do much like the idea of trifling with monks. Could be quite the investment. Perhaps we could deal with this problem and perhaps get paid for our troubles.
I say, but I don't think we're going to be long around to invest in local infrastructure. It seems, maybe with a show of hands, that we are agreeing to go to Bahala, the village of Bahala. Everyone agree?
I don't have a problem.
I'll take that as yes.
I concur, yes.
2 yeses. Archibald, what about you, the dear cousin?
Well, that is a quite great idea of yours, and I'm going to support it.
Excellent, excellent. I knew you'd find it a great idea. I assume the, what was it, Mexican?
Perdón?
Can I get could I roll an insight check on Alejandro over here to maybe get an idea of just how, I don't want to say incompetent, but how illiterate he is?
Oh, you got an A.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Oh.
You don't know what's up with him, but you feel uncomfortable.
Imhotep kind of like looks around the group. Do any of you happen to have a map of the desert on hand?
Yes, I keep one in my back pocket. I forget which one. I've got about 8.
Does Alejandro have one? Okay, is he holding it up? Okay, he's holding it up, and Imhotep kind of like takes it out of his hand, swivels it around to show him, and he points like very deliberately. We go from here, dear fellow, to here, and he points to the village that we're planning on going to. Do you understand? We go from here to here.
Naturalmente, yo comprendo. No problema.
I don't think he got it.
Oh, he speaks such a strange tongue.
See. No, he understands. He understands that. Andrew, what was the name of the guy whose tomb we need to find?
Khem-hotep.
Khem-hotep. So he understands every 12 words as such. And when the Sultan explained it, what Alejandro got, because he's the captain of the guard, that this Khem-hotep is wanted dead or alive. And now he must bring him back to justice, and you all have been deputized.
So this guy, he's just playing a completely different story to us. Fair enough.
Basically, yeah. So the Khem-hotep, he swing tomorrow.
What? He like blinks at you. It's like, could you run that past me one more time, little one?
There's something about a several thousand-year-old dead guy is going to get swinging from the ceiling. You know, odd things. I think I'm going to take a liking to this man. Well, I will understand him one day. Mark my words.
Perhaps
Anyway,
this one
how do we-
belongs in a museum. Imhotep kind of like mutters under his breath as he turns around to like shuffle around with his things.
All right. So, we're gonna go to village with monk. We're gonna find, the Tibetan monk of the desert.
Okay, lovely then. So, one second.
Yeah, you gotta tell us if we're dying of exhaustion or something.
Actually, I should probably write that down.
Oh yeah, we did get all that money. What was it, 5 million gold or something?
Yeah, you got it in the form of a check.
What?
Yeah,
No, I
we
only
write that
deal
down.
with the real thing. Can he insist on receiving physical payment that isn't a slip of paper?
Too
Carrying
late for
around.
that, I'm afraid.
May I roll persuasion?
Too late
roll,
for
roll, roll it back and roll. Come on.
Nah.
5
Anyway.
million
And
in
how
gold
are you
coins.
going to carry around those millions of gold pieces in the desert?
you see Imhotep kind of like drumming his fingers together. It's like, I am a man of many talents.
Okay, so let's
Many talent.
just- Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh, we'll see,
the
we'll
journey
see,
to
we'll see.
Bahara. I'm gonna start giving you guys deets. The journey to Bahara is a 3-day journey of comfortable travel. You guys can either take non-stop travel or the other regular travel to get there faster. But as far as comfortable travel is, 3 days. On every day, so basically the 3 days would be 3 random encounters. Per day, you're gonna have a random encounter with the desert. It could be nothing at all, but just winds. But I'm still gonna roll it to see.
Alright.
I say comfortable travel because we are planning on getting resupply there anyways. Or
Yeah, I was
no,
about to say, we're not in a rush anywhere, from what I
Yes.
understand. That's a run anyway.
Not at all. So you guys begin moving through the desert. In the day, nothing really takes care of it. Like you guys hug the edge of the hills. It's nothing too bad so far as you're hugging the hills. And eventually, night begins to fall, and you have to go to sleep. So all of you set up your tents. The 2 smaller tents, the Featherbottom tent, the Alejandro tent, and the big tent you got from the fort. You all set it up. You gather some dead wood from the hills. They have some trees on them. You manage to gather some dead wood, some dried grass, and you all make a campfire with some rocks you find, and everything's nice and jolly.
You mean the rocks from the infinite bag of rocks?
From the infinite bag of rocks. So, of
Yeah,
course, the
that's
infinite
it.
bag of rocks.
Already
infinite
coming in
bag of
handy. Genuinely the best thing we brought. Fuck flaming swords.
All of you consume 1 ration if you've put it in your inventories. If
Oh
not,
shit. How many rations we starting at each?
each of you start with 3 rations, so you consume 1 tonight. And do you guys set up any sort of watch?
Well, it's not gonna be Umar. He's already knocked out drinking from his infinite bottle of alcohol.
Like any form of rotation?
I think Imhotep will offer to take the first watch.
Okay, you take the
Ah,
first
that's
watch.
Good man.
Does Imhotep do anything in his free time?
He's probably toiling away in his spell book as well as some. No, he's probably just scribbling in his spell book, or I wouldn't say scribbling, journaling.
So he's just scribbling in his journal.
Not scribbling, he's journaling. He's
Oh, he's journaling.
recounting the strange way that he got roped into this and how he's very curious how fate is doing these days and why it's so fucking weird and where the hell this fucking Mexican came from.
You're sitting by the crackling fire, using its light to write in your journal. As the winds slowly carry sands across, and the people quietly sleep in their tents. And as you're calmly, very, very calmly, writing in your journal, you hear from behind you, Kawump, in a low, low whisper. But very clearly. You hear it very, like somebody speaking into your ear, sort of clearly. This word, Kawump.
Kind of, he straightens up, perks up, and glances over his shoulder just to see if there's anyone behind him.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Actually, you would have your back to the tents. Technically, it would be like one of the tents, but nobody... Like, there's no sign that anybody has come out of it. And
Can I roll either perception or arcana?
you may certainly.
I will roll arcana. He's gonna try and sense if there's anything magical in the area.
What'd you roll? 14. So, you sort of blink, you close your eyes for a moment, channel inside, and you bring your mind to the world of spirits. You pass the barrier, and you open your eyes to see the local magic. However, just as you do, you are instantaneously overwhelmed by how much ambient magic there is around. You're basically inside this giant cloud of misty purples and light blues and yellows, and you kind of look around you and it's engulfed your whole camp in this like sort of magical essence. There's a lot of magic here, a lot of ambient magic.
Oh wait, is it specifically surrounding the camp, or is it spread out over the entire area?
You have no way to descend because you are inside of it, so you do not know where it ends or where it begins. You just know that pretty much the entire camp is engulfed in this cloud. You would assume that the entire camp actually is engulfed.
Riveting.
And as you come out of the trance of seeing the ambient magic, a tree that was like on top of a hill that was overlooking your camp, crackles then falls and begins rolling down the hill towards your camp.
Oh, shit. How big is this tree?
A pretty respectable oak tree.
An oak
I'd
tree
say
in the desert?
I'd say like a nut tree.
Maybe cardamom over here in the desert.
Okay.
It's like on a hill that's bordering the desert. There's some greenery on the hill. It's not that. You're still on the edge of the desert. You're not exactly as hard.
Okay. Assuming he has enough time, I would like to cast a cantrip. Cast Mold Earth. I don't know if I can show it in the...
So what you want to do is make basically like break its fall, sort of like rise the dirt a little bit.
Yeah, basically. Either make it difficult terrain so it stops before it hits the camp, or build a really sick ramp and see if I can ramp it over the camp.
Well, that sounds more interesting. Come on.
Which one you want to do?
I think I'm playing a more intelligent character who's not in it for the kicks. He would probably make the ground difficult terrain and probably like raise up like some spikes or mounds or something to basically slow its momentum.
Okay, yeah. You rise the dirt. You break the fall of the tree. It doesn't really wake up. It was a pretty distant tree. It was just rolling down, and you caught it in time. It doesn't break the tree in two. It just kind of makes it stop. Harmlessly, rolls up to the camp. You have more firewood now. That's a bonus. But the tree, as you look at the tree, it's not a dead tree. This was a fully alive tree. This was a good tree. This tree had more years in it.
Was it cut like with an axe, or splintered like something big, like pushed the thing over it?
It splintered as if it was supposed to fall down, like how normal trees fall down. That sort of splintering, but This tree is green. There's nothing dead about it.
Imhotep's not fucking stupid. He's gonna shuffle his ass over to the party muscle. Game recognizes game. He pokes his head into the collective Featherbottom tent and attempts to rouse the two, probably not realizing that there's an entire fucking mansion in there.
Yeah, you look inside.
Yeah,
it's
you're
basically
like-
it's basically the first part of the Great Hall. You know, you got 2 rooms on either side, 2 big double doors, wooden. You just hear snoring come from either side of them.
How far away would you say your quote unquote rooms are from the
I mean,
entrance of your tent?
In another
It's not
dimension.
Okay, well,
Like
no,
as you
in fact,
poke your
it's
head
not
inside, you poke his head inside this like big ass mansion. Is like, huh?
Huh? What? Look at this decor. Wow.
Okay. Well, he decides, oh, it's another one of these tents. I would expect nothing less from such flushed clients, or not clients,
That fucker.
whatever. He associates, yes. He steps inside the tent like fully, like standing in, like I'm assuming this is a nice big like lobby or reception or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay,
And
it's not like a literal mansion. It's like mansion-esque. So you know, it's not like a 30 feet high interior, but you know, it's respectable. It's got a chandelier. You know, you can see the doors of our bedrooms, different like they're like 20 feet apart. Big double doors are like 30, 40 feet from the entrance. I mean, you got a fireplace. I don't know why you lot are building a fire outside.
It's like a reception
Honestly.
counter with a little bell and everything.
he just kind of like pinches the bridge of his nose, or I guess his muzzle, since he's kind of got a
Please
dog
sign
head.
in.
And because he's doesn't want to put so much effort into exploring this fucking place, I'm gonna use yet another cantrip at will. He's gonna cast Thaumaturgy. His voice booms for 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. And so basically he slams his staff into into the ground at his feet and is like, "May I have attention, please? There's something amiss and I need your assistance." And this is loud. This is like thunderous. This is shaking the
John.
paintings and shit on the wall.
Classic halfling 903. Fucking John rises up from his base and he's in like the like Ebenezer Scrooge bedwear, you know, like the old like the old cap. Still doesn't get off his head, but you know what it means. I fucking roll out of my king size bed. Well, good heavens! What on earth? Who wakes us at this hour? Do you know what time it is? Both doors slam open the double doors. I see you about like I said 30 feet away, and I say, "What are you doing in our tent at this hour, good sir?"
So we'll cut away a bit from the Featherbottom mansion as they all wake up and convene in the grand hall. In the communal tent being shared between Shiva and Said, we're gonna say that Alejandro also hears this. So the big tent and Alejandro's tent, all of you unanimously hear this whisper in your ear, and it says, "Ureg."
Do we hear him in the Featherbottom tent?
No, you don't. The Featherbottom tent is in another dimension.
Alejandro pokes his head out, notices the evident absence of Imhotep on his watch, and decides to get dressed because some shit is about to be going on, you know.
So, do the Featherbottoms and Imhotep go out of the tent?
We will in a minute, but we're kind of berating him about how he's slamming on our mahogany. It's really
Yes.
scuffing it up.
It is not proper manners to wake up me and my esteemed cousin at such a late hour.
Gentlemen, and his voice is still booming, mind you, because he's still using thaumaturgy. He's like, "Oh, excuse me," and he clears his throat and dismisses the spell. Gentlemen, I only summon you at this absurd hour because, one, I'm not going to navigate your entire estate looking for you, and also because I
We
feel
have the map
this is
on the
urgent.
wall. It's right next to the fire exit.
He looks over at this fucking map, It's like, I'm not navigating your mansion. This is urgent. I feel something is amiss. I needed you two to come investigate because I know you two have more muscle than I do.
I look over at Archibald, who's about the length away of a small house. Oh, cause I imagine Archibald's still wearing his top hat. He's wearing his bed hat on top of his top hat.
Yes, that is quite right. He is still wearing
Cousin,
his
it's-
cotton ear covers to shield himself from,
He didn't
small
take his
salad
eye mask.
snoring.
He didn't take his eye mask off. He's navigating without it. Cousin, it seems that we are required. It believes they've come to the experts of exploration for the misses in the night. Do you believe we should go help them?
I do believe it is good manners to help if we're asked politely. After
Absolutely
all,
correct.
we are part of these expeditions. It
That's
is
true.
only
We cannot disquare the Featherbottom name. All right, Dragon Man thing. We shall help you indeed. What is the problem? I walk over. It takes about like 20. It takes about like 15 seconds to get over there.
As soon as John asks what's going on, the three of you inside the Featherbottom tent hear a whisper. It says, Otver.
Ah, rat! Just I look around, look down my feet. Oh, I've had so many rats talking before the family home. Not again, please, not again.
Gentlemen, you'll have to forgive me, but this is the reason why I've tried so rudely summoning you, is that I believe something is amiss. There's something magical, almost intoxicatingly magical surrounding the camp, and a strange, very healthy-looking tree just snapped and nearly rolled down the hill and crushed our humble
Oh,
camp.
please don't tell me that soldier out there has gotten drunk is now chopping down trees.
No,
Look,
this
we
wasn't
can't do
chopped down,
this.
it was split. Split. Like, as if it broke.
Okay, maybe perhaps you must show us. I'm failing to understand what your bemusing concern is.
If I may, while he's leading them outside, because he invites them, like, if you would please accompany me, I can show you what is wrong. Can I... Is this word that's being whispered to Imhotep familiar at all? Can I roll history, or is it...
It's in a foreign language.
Is it a foreign language that he knows?
No, it's not a language you recognize. So as the three of you walk out, you see that the three others are also out of their tent. As soon as the three of you go out, the campfire sinks in a hole. Spontaneous sinkhole, almost. Falls, the timbers fall with embers and the rocks as well. Directly down into a, so as you can tell, bottomless pit of black.
Is it like a sinkhole?
Yeah, falls almost like a sinkhole.
But is there like a chasm underneath? Like, is it continuing? Is everything sinking into it actively, or...
Just so far, just the area of the campfire sunk down. You can't tell how deep it goes or what's underneath.
Oh dear, this cannot
Do
be
anyone
good.
have a torch? Do anyone have a torch? We should throw it down to see how far it goes.
Manos, we should split a hora.
A what? We don't have a woman here.
For fuck's sake.
Go fast. Stay not here.
Oh, he wishes to leave. That might not be a bad idea, but also I do sense, and Imhotep kind of like eyes the Featherbottoms as like, I sense you see this as a worthy time for an investment in your exploration, do you not?
Well, suspicious holes opening up in the middle of the desert aren't really part of our, what would you say, cousin? Our cohorts, goals of admiring artifacts and the such. But if I imagine this has been made by some mystical desert magic means, it could lead somewhere by chance.
It is entirely possible that,
It could also be a death trap.
like, you have heard the legend of Lady of the Lake.
You see Imhotep is like drumming his talons together while they're doing this.
Maybe it's a lady of the desert about to offer us a magnificent weapon worthy of a king.
Yeah, she's gonna make you king of the desert, is she?
All of you stand out there, all of you unanimously hear another word being whispered to your ear. Esho.
Askew? You don't have any askew. Who aren't you?
Excuse me! Excuse me, what does the ghost want to excuse for?
And specifically the Featherbottoms hear Dejt.
I'm sorry, say it. I'm sorry, could the ghost repeat that again? I didn't pick that up. What did you say?
Dejt.
Discs. Discs.
Desks. I am quite fond of desks. I believe that we may be being spoken to in an ancient language. I'm going to try and use my vast skills in ancient history to try and decode what the thing might be telling us. I'm going to make a history check to try and maybe understand this language.
Yeah.
Go, my cousin, please. Yeah, Archibald got 20.
Oh, that's a 20.
I knew those extra classes in ancient historical languages would be excellent for you, dear cousin.
So you roll the dirty 20. You realize that the word being said is rain, and both of you, both Imhotep and Archibald, realize that these words are from an ancient language in the continent of Kanto.
Alright, does anyone have okay, who wants to try? We can throw a torch down. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, that's my original plan as well.
Sir Imhotep, how much have you decoded of this ancient language? Because, from my understanding, we may have something related to rain. Do you know anything more?
The word that I heard was also rain.
Well, this got us absolutely nowhere.
Oh, rain in the desert is especially rare.
Let's throw that torch.
I've got a tinder box and I've got a torch.
Shortly thereafter, rain begins to fall. Little drops at first, but then it goes into full torrential rain. The sinkhole is now expanding.
Alejandro
Not a
opens
good-
his canteen to
Yep,
try to catch as many as
Wait,
he
no, the
can.
hole the hole is expanding.
Okay, the
Oh
hole
my
is
god,
expanding.
it's gonna consume us.
Yes, the hole is
Maybe-
expanding.
American man.
Time
Is
to
it-
pack up,
canteen.
my friends. I'm going to start packing up.
Okay, this is donut canteen. We're out of here.
Is this something that might require a dexterity check for anyone who might be a little too close?
Get to the tent, Archibald.
As you all gather up your supplies in your tents and buck camp, one of you steals a look at the hole. And as a lightning strike perfectly illuminates the surroundings, you see teeth in that hole. And then you run away.
Is it the Salazar pit? Oh my god.
Salazar pit.
Of Arrakis! Ah!
It's a Sarlacc pit.
It was trying to lure us in with ancient Sumerian, those bastards. The classic trick.
The spice is everything. The spice is life.
Okay, gents, concentrate. Be bravely run away.
You bravely run away. The next day, you run through the night. You walk. You run a pretty respectable distance. You set up camp again. You have to sleep. You have to get some sleep, and nothing bad happens for the rest of the night. You pick up camp in the morning, and you keep moving. You keep going down towards the path. And on the second day, you have to deviate from the hills. You have to start moving through the desert. And on the subsequent nights, nothing else bad happens. And eventually, on the third day, on the eve of the third, on the third day after sunrise, you reach Valhalla. It's a town surrounding this oasis. small villages, small huts, these palm trees, these bushes, this just like greenery. And as you walk through like the city gates being manned by these like sort of this militia, like clearly villagers who have armor on them and pole arms, like think of these primitive like halberds but like more like Arabic coated, I should say, with like curved blades at the top. And as you walk in, the first thing that strikes you as peculiar, somebody's reeling in a fish from the oasis. Like this respectable fish. Think of like a catfish, sort of. Just reeling it from the oasis.
I would expect nothing less. Garbage fish.
That must be the monk. That mysterious monk we have heard tales about previously.
But
The village itself is sort of like pretty alive. There are merchants here currently. They are selling their wares, their goods, and again, I forgot to give you guys the playlist. I'm an idiot.
So I say I'm just imagining like María or Díaz desert music.
Yeah, pretty much.
Worth
No,
that.
this is the one if you want to listen to it in the
We need to
background.
find a man. We need to find a man named Mario.
This is like woman screaming in background, singing.
Rapping background music.
you didn't add my song.
Where is our Arabic guider?
Someone is playing that
Welcome.
snake song on the flute.
Wadia al-Mu'allim Masar Bashad.
You have this bustling village. It's pretty nice.
It's pretty alright in size.
Yeah, it's pretty all right of a village. Not the best village, but it's pretty all right. It's around this pretty respectable oasis. It's pretty big.
Looks
And
like
evidently,
this place
there's fish in
could
it.
use some development.
There are people bathing in the oasis. You see, like it's like at the center of it. It's like neat. It's like chest deep for like a pretty tall individual, and people like kids are splashing in it. But people are just enjoying their time in like one part of the oasis. There's fishermen in the other part. It's pretty nice, all things considered.
It's quite a set ironic for desert oasis, isn't it? The saying. It's quite lovely here. I swear we could go on vacation here, Archibald. Don't you agree? Reminds me of my time back in I'm trying to think of something. I don't remember the map that well. It reminds me of my time back in Caesarea. Good times, that way. Good times.
Cousin, I believe you have never left the capital.
Yes. Yes, I say as I put my head down sadly. It doesn't look like it goes down, it just kind of like rolls like a ball in place. Don't really have a visible neck anywhere.
Is there any sort of catering sort of establishment? Like maybe like a pub or a
saloon.
restaurant or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's restaurants. There's like open restaurants where you see the kitchen. There's pubs. There's drinking places. It's what you would expect
Is
from
there-
like a packed village. Everything like
there like
around this oasis.
There a local
So-
members bank branch here?
No.
Damn, you can't cash a check anywhere.
My fellow acquaintances, if you don't mind, I do need to invest in this local economy. Perhaps there are some businesses.
Invest. How
need
how
of a-
long do you think of getting your dividends back? You have a
Good
post
sir,
box
I have, and he kind of like bows his head like very subtly. I have all of the time in the world. Now, if you'd excuse me, I would like to go shopping. And he kind of like clicks his talons together as he walks away. Mind you, we've been trudging through the desert, right? This guy looks like he hasn't, there's not a speck of sand or dirt on him at all. He still looks completely clean, completely like unscathed by the sun. This man is ready to go like fucking, let's go do some What?
Hold on, I think I have a live. I think I have a live leak of how Imhotep looks right now. It's check the Luminia Theater. This is a live leak of how he looks like right now.
He's not Jewish. He does not speak the language of the slaves.
Jesus.
Okay, that.
He's Egyptian.
Live footage.
Asterix.
Recording bear, recording Craig, get that up.
He's going to give
Okay.
that man a very good loan with a very small interest. No, no small text attached. Please
So,
do not read the small text.
what you
Okay,
can
some
see is without a word, Alejandro hitches his horse somewhere near one of these establishments where they serve some kind of food. Probably where the most marauder type of looking people are, with the most scruffy faces, and completely bridging any kind of language barrier. He just nods at them, sits down at the bar, points a finger, and slaps down a coin to probably get a bowl of soup and a drink,
Yeah, the bartender throws you a bowl of soup and a little cup of some strong alcohol.
Yeah, and he just starts consuming.
I was just gonna go full Texan there. Just starts sounding like Clint Eastwood.
It's a pretty bad porridge.
Aww.
Yeah.
You've had
There's a
that.
bit of sand in that porridge.
Probably.
I'm mildly interested in what Alistair is doing. Are we gonna spend a session of investment talking today? You go around a local
No,
businesses.
that's just Imhotep's way of saying that he wants to go shopping. He uses I might have to go fucking look this shit up. But he uses economic terms. Like this guy he's a business major, basically.
You have to make some acquisitions.
Acquisitions, yes.
Yes. And you need to diversify your portfolio.
Exactly. Exactly. that right there. I
Diversify
need
in
to
terms. While he is busy expanding his portfolio, I believe Archibald is going to go with Leon, his camel, and I'm going to look for a good feed for him. I'm going to be they're probably stands with grains or whatever, and I'm just going to have Leon, have a taste test, pick the feed that he likes the most.
Aww. That camel will save us later on.
So I think I figured out a way that Imhotep doesn't actually need a form of transportation, because I realized Mold Earth can be cast at will. It takes a single action, and a single action is about
6 seconds.
Can you
6
turn
seconds.
it into a golem like the Jews?
No, no,
Bit of fire and flour.
no, he's not Jewish.
Oh lord.
I'm getting me whipped.
Join
Build
the gang.
my tomb. Build my tomb, bitches. Anyways,
So
no.
you're on this venture, and what? You're just gonna make money?
Yes,
Is that
we will find
is that the
some
goal?
way
That's
to
the
make
goal.
money. I mean, he's
You're
already
gonna
making
connect
money
the
by
desert.
being here.
You can start a transportation service through the desert.
Right, I'm back. So, who goes to shops?
I do, but real quick, can I run something past you?
Sure.
So Mold Earth is a cantrip that can be cast at will. Doesn't require a spell slot or anything. It's an action, it means it lasts. I have about 6 seconds to cast it, and I believe it lasts for about that long. Can I just use Mold Earth to propel him along so he doesn't have to walk at all? He's just moving the earth beneath him. So it's kind of I don't know, something similar to
Fucking surfer. It's
yeah,
a surfer.
basically. I'm thinking of that one
heavy.
dude that dressed up as Jesus and then put clouds all over his surfboard so it looked like he was just kind of floating everywhere. Basically that, but with mold earth. Could I feasibly do that as my form of transport so I don't get tired?
No.
What? Aw, okay, fine.
Bro cannot aura form. Not too fast.
Now hold
Not
on.
yet,
there,
at least. Just wait until we get into combat.
Shines all the money in your face.
Gonna be like Yakuza, you throw the money around.
If you throw the
How
coin
about-
hard enough, it is a projectile.
How about
Well,
this? Before we engage in shopping, we each list out what we actually need.
we need
That's a good
ration.
point.
All right, Gilliman, all right.
Kill him.
We need food.
I would-
We just ran
I'm gonna,
Fucking
hungry.
you know what, I'm gonna write it
Accelerate.
in chat so that I don't forget, because my dumbass is gonna fucking forget, and then I'm gonna be like,
Big
what
dude.
did I say again?
I know how
Russian.
I know how me and Archibald are traveling to the desert. I'm on the camel, and then Archibald is on top of my shoulders.
Pretty sure. Oh wait, it said 500 pounds. I guess you. I guess.
That halfling is like 50 pounds at most, right? Looks like a fucking toddler on top of the shoulder. Leader.
So, in determining how many rations you guys should take, you kind of have to pre-think your next destination. Because as long as you're in a city, you're not gonna have the want of anything. You know, like go the want of anything. You're not gonna like get hungry because you have like a restaurant right there. And I'm gonna be bitchy about how much money you spend there.
I
But buying-
believe
Rations in like advance for a trek will cost you money.
I believe we should pursue our original goal, that was Tomb of Tiaken the Fifth. This is what we should buy
Yes.
supplies for and have
I
enough
agree.
for journey there and back to Valhalla.
And how long will
see-
that take? Mighty
That
Díaz.
is.
Depends if we can find the tomb.
Yeah, I'd say like another 3 days. I think that would be like 3-day travel between Valhalla and the
six-
Tomb of Khem Fifth.
So 6 days in total.
Oh.
No, like just 3 days. Maybe a little 4. Maybe like 3.5.
There
Yeah, but
and
didn't
back
it
is
take
3
us-
days.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
there
gonna say,
and back. Oh yeah, that's six or 7 days.
But I tell you, it took us about a fucking 3-day trip to get from Fort Zazaruzu.
Zazaruzu.
Oh look, man, I ain't that good at these names. I can hardly remember any of them. That's not a slight. I'm just bad at this.
6, 7. Fuck you, son.
Shut up!
I believe
sick of
that
hearing that number.
to avoid that
Look at
number,
this shit.
to
That's
avoid
it.
that number, I believe we should buy supplies for 9 days instead.
69.
Anyway,
Fuck off.
so like a day's worth of supplies for the whole group. I'd say
Yeah.
like 2 to 3 silvers.
Gotta do fucking budgeting now. All right, okay. If we did that for a week, we just
No,
get
I'm playing the banker, but I do not, as a player, want to actually fucking budget this. Please do not make me keep track of
I'm
this
not.
shit.
I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not gonna make it.
Thank
Wait,
you.
how many silvers and gold?
I
many
think
silvers
either
and-
10. Yeah, 10.
So
Well,
so
there's Electrum in between silver and gold, but I don't. A lot of DMs.
Fuck
Please,
Electrum.
Okay, ignore
yeah, me and my
Electrum then.
homies. Fuck. So it's 3 silvers for everyone. It's everyone for 1 day, right?
Yeah.
So if we did that for we'll just get to fucking 10 days. So it's 30 silver. So 3 gold. If we want 10 days worth of ration, and those hot rations will hold, right? They don't spoil.
Oh yeah, they're dry rations. They will hold.
All right. So 3 gold for just shit, really. Let's be honest.
I will know that if you get enough fucking rations to last a century, I am gonna give you a carry weight penalty because that's absurd.
Oh, Oh, well, see, well, that's what we got the fucking camel for.
But like 10,
So
10
how much-
rations. 10 or 10 like.
Yeah, I think 10. 10. Look, it just stops us from ever going back and forth, you know. Fuck.
Yeah.
So how much for 10 rations?
It,
three gold pieces.
3 gold. Wait,
Okay.
wait. So we've all actually got money on us right now
Yeah,
from
you
our
got
like
checks.
background, from our backgrounds, right?
Yeah, from your backgrounds, and you got your checks as well.
But how do we see our money? Like, how do we see each other's money? Because me and
I believe you
Archibald
can just-
fucking minted.
I'm pretty sure you can just click on the character sheet of somebody.
Actually, I meant to ask, how much money does Imhotep actually have to start? Because I feel like it's more than 10 gold.
In your pockets, I'd say you got a lot.
Can I have a number,
I was about-
please?
I was about to say, I've got 25 gold from my background.
Well, I have 250.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
160.
Can I get a number, please?
I was paid
I don't know,
for
let's say
freeing
like 5.
some.
Let's say like. Let's go with 270 gold for you, Imhotep.
Is that on top of the gold that he already has, or is that in total?
Like that's like pocket change, like you have it around in your pockets.
Okay, I'm adding 200.
Inflation is real.
He's a banker. He's got money.
Yeah,
Well,
just
I know
not
that,
fucking on him.
To be fair,
Oh yeah, that's a
no,
better question. How much money do we have? How much money do we have on us?
Yeah,
Hello.
Umar is dirt poor. He spent all of it on good alcohol. So
I
And because
imagine
Umar
that.
was not even with you guys when you got the adventure permit, he doesn't even have to check.
he's just here.
He's not gonna pay for this. He's just here.
She's just here for the love of the game and for other reasons.
Oh yeah,
He's-
brother.
Oh yes, that man. I believe he's like our servant. Because
yeah, he's-
who is this man
Well,
exactly?
look, we're not paying. We're not paying him, so it's